All right. We are live. Welcome, family, to another show. It is your man BMT in the building, and I am super excited today. This is our Money Mondays, where we have a weekly show talking about everything from crypto to investing, finding ways to live overseas full time, become a digital nomad, because I know you guys want to get up out of the matrix. So this is our Money Mondays, and I got a great show lined up for you guys today. I got my man John in the building and Miguel in the building. These guys are the owners of Rooftop CTG. The booking link is in the description, pinned to the top of the comment section, man. I'm going to go ahead and bring them on right now, and we're going to discuss entrepreneurship, how they open up a boutique hotel in Cartagena, and all that good stuff as well. So let me go ahead and welcome the brothers to the show. All right. What's going on, fellas? What's good? What's good? Hold on, I got you guys on mute. Hold on. I'll take you off mute. There we go.
Yo. What's good, BMT? Good, man.
What's up, man?
What's on today?
Man, how y'all feeling out there, man? Are both of y'all in Cartagena right now currently?
I am.
I'm in Florida. Yeah, I'm in Florida right now. And then
he left before.
Okay.
So I got to shoot out to the Bahamas tomorrow, and then I'll be back.
Nice, man. What's the vibe out there in Colombia, man? I haven't been to Colombia in about almost like a good almost 2 years now, man. I haven't been in Colombia. And I haven't been to Cartagena in like almost 4 or 5 years. So what's the vibe out there right now, man?
Whoa.
Definitely still popping for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest issue that we're dealing with, we got a little bit of negativity following us here, but I'm sure you've heard about the fights at the club and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
man, I heard so many different. When I saw the posts, I heard so many different things. So I wasn't really sure exactly what happened. It was said that it was the locals, and they would say it was Black Americans, and they would say it was Black women Americans. I don't know if the caption was correct. So before we even get to the show, because I know that's the big thing that went viral. That was a fight outside of like Delirium, correct?
Yeah, it's like the hip hop club here in Cartagena.
Okay.
About 10 minutes from our hotel.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's so rare though, bro. Like that's so rare, man. Like that's the first fight I've seen out there.
I know.
At least in Cartagena, that's the first time I saw. I seen a couple in Medellin, but
right.
You know what's crazy though? In all fairness, there are fights out here on the daily in Patiapa. On the daily.
I know. I see you tussle up a dude for a bit.
Hey man, we don't talk about that. And you know what's so no, it's all good.
And he folded up like ice cream.
And you know what's so funny, man? Because it's like I was highly critical of guys getting into tussles overseas. I just be like, man, why would somebody fight in Thailand? Why would somebody fight overseas and everything? Even when there was a tussle in Colombia with a couple of guys that I knew. But like I told my girl, sometimes shit happens. Like somebody hits you. Somebody hits you first. It's like, what you gonna do? Just sit there and be like, well, I don't want to fight in Thailand. Let me just, Hey, God's still working on BMT, man. God's still working on BMT.
I'm not worthy.
Hey, man, but
I'm like, man, we're out here supposed to be living our best lives, and a lot of people bringing that nonsense over here, and feeling like they back in the streets or back on the block. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that really bothers me, and I mean, I haven't gotten into a physical altercation, but if I was still thinking in my old ways, it would have been went down. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know, man. Maybe because my best friend 6'4", and he always with me. Maybe they don't want to test me.
He talking about you, Miguel. He talking about you.
Yeah, he talking about me.
He and Robin, man. But he bigger than Batman.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like that's one of the things that I felt like was a blessing when I removed myself from the States, from the matrix. Like it was like a fresh breath of fresh air. like I can leave certain things behind.
Facts.
But everybody can't, because you follows you. You know what I mean? So I guess some guys never had that moment, that moment where they just, like, okay, take a deep breath. I'm not in America no more. I had to adjust. Not so bad in Colombia, because Colombia is not similar to the States. But when I got to Brazil, people bumping into me, jumping me in line and stuff. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit of an adjustment there.
Yeah, they will get in your private, in your personal space here in Colombia.
Especially,
like at the grocery store, you could be checking out the line, and they'll just be like right up on you, and I'm like, hold up, not an old person. I'd be like, Joe, back off. You know what I'm saying? But I've gotten used to it. I won't drive, because I know if I drive, I will definitely be in a road rage. You know what I mean? Them motos, man, they be tripping sometimes.
You know what's funny, man? I've been driving. Got my license and everything. Got a car over here now in Thailand, and I've been driving. I've been making 10-hour drives and everything. Right. And my wife just be like, "Oh, you're so crazy. Oh, you lose your temper." I'm just like, "Just how I drive." Like people be driving crazy as hell out here. I tell her all the time. I say, if people drive like they drive in Thailand, America, they will be shot. Like, hey, stop sign and a red light is just a suggestion out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You just be like,
same thing in Cartagena, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like,
wow, bro. It's especially out here in the barrio, bro. It's wild, but man, I definitely want to. While we got a chance, I want to thank a couple of people that follow Miguel and I in the chat, man. Misha, we got Misha in the building. We got Mob in the building. They got Drew.
MLB.
We got Iman, man. We appreciate.
Yeah, let me catch a super chat real quick. Shout out to my man, the MAB Experience, man. We were just talking about you, man. Shout out to you, bro. $20 super chat, man. Says salute BMT Uncle Jai in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Salute, man. Vibing with Misha in the building. What's good? Got my man Drew in the building as well. I got another super chat by my man Brandon Clark and Stocks. I know he's going to be down here. He's out there in Cartagena.
He told me on Facebook he was going to pull up, so I appreciate you coming up, hanging out with Miguel and Jay and Aaron. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. This crazy thing we've had. I don't know if you ever been on the show, Miguel, but I know you've been on the show a couple of times.
Yeah. I actually it's funny because I'm like, BMT. He always called me Ja. It's Jay, man. I said I've been letting him get away with it.
Confused about Ja and Jay. You know what? You know what's crazy? Because my boy, I always call my boy Ja. University Ja is Jay.
It's all good, man.
But y'all spell it the exact same way.
Right.
All right. So he said, salute BMT. Shout out to Uncle Jay, Cartagena. We in here, brothers traveling and making money. Much respect.
Yes, sir.
Much respect, man. All right. But how long you been out there in Cartagena?
So I actually been out here for it'll be 3 years in October, man. I was told that I've been moving fast for only being here 2.5 years, but it's been a lot going on for sure.
Yeah, open up a business and everything. That's a quick time.
Yeah. So we've been open since about November. Yeah, November. Yeah, so right at almost my 2-year mark. I opened up a full business, and it's going, man. And thankfully, we got good people like my girl Misha. She's promoting us. Lee Majors, he promotes us. You have Andre. He had us on his show. So DCPRT. So shout out to all the brothers, man. That's helping us make this thing happen. Because without you guys, it wouldn't be possible, man. Word of mouth is everything.
Sure,
yeah, most definitely, especially when guys start traveling. I got a homeboy, a real close friend of mine. Shout out to my man Zoo. He's out there in Rio right now, and I remember you mentioning about your American standard in the hotel.
Yes,
because in like South America, bro, the standard is very different. South America and the Caribbean, and it's sketchy. You know what I mean? Like the building. I remember one of my buildings, the floor was lopsided,
bro.
And this is a good area. So is that one of the things that kind of inspired you to open up a boutique hotel? Is you knew the American standard that Americans actually want?
Yeah, definitely, bro. So basically, it started off with me. Let me go back a little bit. I got here and I was really bored. So I was like, and I started, the mistakes that I made, I wanted to help other people not have to go through those same mistakes. So I tell you, one of the first things that I did wrong when I came here, I'm like, yo, I done liquidated everything. I'm like, man, I'm sitting pretty fat money wise. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a penthouse at the Hyatt Regency. Give me your best floor. You know what I'm saying? Top floor, everything. I'm up there, bro, and I'm thinking I'm getting ready to ball out, have the time of my life. First time I tried to bring something through that joint, bro, they was like, stop. Where's she going? You know what I mean? And dude, I spent some serious cake like per night, right? And so I had some homeboys that I flew over with. Well, they weren't my homeboys at the time, but they were on the plane with me, right? That Underground Railroad Spirit, and it was like 90% of
I just
buses
got
on the
that.
plane, bro.
Right.
And they switched numbers with me. And so when I went over to visit them, they were in a mansion and they were doing their thing. And they was like, Jay, you can stay over here, bro. Cause I told them what happened or whatever. And I was like, you know what? This is crazy. So I didn't know anything about the guest friendly or anything like that. So I just started looking at a bunch of different places. And I'm like, man, these guys getting a lot of money. But what I noticed is that the quality wasn't there. Like they have a lot of mansions, but you'll see plaster falling off the walls. Some of them won't have hot water. Some of them, like if you go through your set of tiles, you're done. You know what I'm saying? So when we built ours, we're like, yo, we want hot water. We want all the amenities that Americans are used to. I mean, I even went as far as upgraded to Wi-Fi so that I got like 3 different Wi-Fis that you can connect to, and my third one being the Starlink. So, if we have individuals that work from home, they won't, because being in some of these third world countries, the internet go out, man, somebody may not come back to it for a week. So I needed a backup system, and I'm willing to pay it because I want to make sure that our clients are good. I also want to make sure that we also have like a cafe in our Airbnb. So, well, boutique hotel. We just kind of use the Airbnb platform, but Joe, I'll be in that joint cooking, man. Miguel serving drinks. We got a slushy machine, bro. We
Nice.
want to bring the best of everything. You know what I'm saying? And so, the guys appreciate it so far, bro. We got nothing but 5 stars all the way around. Like we hit Superhost so quick, because everybody that once they give us a chance, they don't want to go anywhere else. The problem we're having is, yes, we're not in Central, but we're like 10 minutes from Delirium, and it's just a $5 to $8 Uber ride into Central. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you should let that discourage you. And honestly, everything is cheaper there. And let's be real. Most of the company, they live like where where the hotel is. They don't live in the area. So once you give us a chance, you'll find out that that's a better option. Like it's one restaurant that I go to around the corner, and I've taken guys to filet mignon on $10, bro. And I'm not talking. I mean, like really good rooftop restaurant. All the food is like half the price of what it is. So, yes, it's a little bit of inconvenience, but at the end of the day, we talk about supporting each other, supporting, veteran owned, black owned, or American owned. Let's do it. At the end of the day, we did this for you guys because, hey, if you guys don't support it, man, Miguel and I, we just moving in. we just gonna live in a mansion, a bachelor pad,
and we're gonna still have the parties anyway. So
right.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny you told that story because that's the exact same thing that happened to me when I was in Cartagena. I had brought my girlfriend at the time from Barranquilla and her sister, and they wouldn't allow her sister to come into the room.
Exactly, bro. They look at
we begged them. We was like, yo, look at the IDs. They're sisters, but the hotels don't allow you to have guests, multiple guests.
Right. I think we got a question, super chat question.
I got you. But I want to ask Miguel real quick. So is that what also inspired you to open up a boutique hotel?
Go ahead, McGee.
So me, like I came in not probably about mid process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because me and Unc we linked up oddly enough outside of Delirium. But this is when it was in Centro,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we linked up, man, and we just started kicking it, and we started hanging out, and then like a year later, he was like, "Hey, man, you want to in on this? This is what I'm doing." So he laid out the plan, and I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bruh, say less. I'm done." So he told me the plan, bro. I went back home. I went back home to Florida. I put in I told my job, I was like, I'm done. I'm retiring. They was like, what? I said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
moving. I said, I'm moving to Colombia. They was like, what you doing in Colombia? I said, I'm about to open up a hotel. I said, so, I'm gonna give y'all keep my contact information when y'all want to come on down. Just let me know.
Facts.
But yeah, so like, I travel with a group of guys, and we have been discussing getting like an apartment to Airbnb,
Mm-hmm.
and it was four of us, and I mean, just for one apartment, bro, it was just like, no, I wanted, it was everybody with different, um, they had different thoughts and ideas. Oh, I wanted to be in the tourist area, and I'm like, well, if it's in the tourist area, I'm like, they go all your profits, bro. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want a 2 bedroom, not a 3 bed. I'm like, it's four of us, bro. Like, we need to have something large enough so when we travel, if we all travel together, we don't. That's the whole thought process. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't
Mm-hmm. And
want
it's
to pay.
much safer too.
Yeah, I don't want to pay this. I don't want to pay. I was like, all right, man. So when me and Jay started talking about it, hey, I was like, the numbers just started running in my head. And I was like, bro, whatever. I said, let's go. And he was still, it's funny because he was still selling it to me. And I'm like, bro, I said, let's go. And he was like, what? You for real? Bro, let's go. And
Mm-hmm.
man, we've been thick as thieves. Shit, probably since the first day. Since the first day we met, man. Like when you just link up with somebody solid, and you just like, oh, okay, man, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is solid.
At,
So
at our age, we can kind of feel a brother out pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We can feel a brother out pretty good. Like it's some guys that I hang around one time, and I know that's all I need to hang
you
around.
like that's it, man.
Yeah.
Even popular people, like even other YouTubers, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good on you, bro. But you cool though. It's just that everybody ain't leveling off at the same level. That's all that is. Let me
Yeah.
catch the super chat real quick, man. And I got another question for you guys. Oh, let me see. This is actually a good question. Jay Miguel, can your concept be replicated so bros can buy the block? What financial hurdles did you face with the Colombian government? Thanks. I don't know which one of you guys want to answer that.
Good. That's a good one right there.
That's a
So,
great question,
so,
bro.
so
Go
actually,
ahead, Jay. Watch, you about to make his hair fall out. Go ahead, talk about it, bro.
should I give it to a raw Miguel or
Yeah, man, let him
sugar-coated,
know.
man?
Let him know.
Nah, bro.
This ain't
Straight
for the
up.
weak of heart.
So our original plan was to buy 5 of them, which would have took us like at least half the block, right? So once I started building and started on the project, everyone around me started like, oh, the gringos moving in. I want to sell my house. I want to sell my house. You know what I mean? So they looking at like, I'm gonna just throw a number. It's not the exact number, but I'm gonna just throw a number out there. Let's say 40,000. 40,000 to a Colombian is like some serious money, but for us, we're like, that's chump change. Let's do it. But one of the hurdles so that would have put us at what 50 room total, which would have been great because we have 10 in the one that we have now. And our original goal was all the houses are connected like townhouses or brownstones in New York and Chicago. So we could have expanded our whole rooftop over the whole block, right? Which give us room to have the restaurant popping off, multiple events going on, Christmas parties, you name it, because we've actually done events for a lot of businesses here. So with the Colombians, and the problem is that a lot of people, they don't, their paperwork ain't right, because me, I'm a big paperwork type of guy. So I want to make sure, all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed. So we're finding out this husband died, but he got this family over here, so it just became a problem. And then, to be honest with you, Miguel and I had a talk, and I really said it, like our secondary plan is, let's say if the people don't support us, right? Our secondary is him and I, we stuck together for life till we get old. I say, man, you can hate my guts. You can go on the first floor, I go to the second floor. We stuck for life. That's the commitment that we made. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in our 50s, so we're a little bit older than you. So we're we've already done the whole family thing, the marriage thing, and stuff like that. So we're kind of looking at just having peace. So imagine being able to build your dream house, you know what I'm saying? And then you can have all of the events to take care of, like all your staff. So pretty much either way is a no-lose situation for us. Whereas I think if we would have bought 5 of them at one time and the people didn't support, so now we're sitting on all this property. I mean, I actually had a guy, man, he actually offered me like millions of dollars to invest with us, and I turned him down. The reason why is because sometimes you can move too fast, Aaron. You know what I mean? Like, I believe that if you grow organically, then you can find out, okay, who's really on your team, So right now, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed because I felt like we should be a little bit further than what we are. But I think we're right where we're supposed to be. I just got to be patient, you know what I'm saying, and just let the word get out. But what really bothered me is that we've been on social media for quite a while now, a couple of years, and a lot of people know us, and a lot of people follow this journey with us. But then when it was time to put up, we see them in Cartagena, and they're like, "Hey, man, we want to come see the hotel or whatever." Well, why did you book? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been giving you all this game, all this free information, but you go give your money to another guy, and then have the nerve to complain to us about it. Like, oh man, you had to pay $100,000 per guest to come in or whatever. You knew that already, But I'm a focus on, not trying to sound negative, but I'm a focus on the people that do support us, because we do have a lot of supporters that's been down with us from day one, and that's the people that I want to concentrate on, But yeah, it's definitely and hurdles with the government and building. So let's just say this. Everything is cash, right? So there is no banks that are going to loan us any money. We pretty much did this out of our own pockets. When you start transferring that kind of money over to Colombia, I've had bank accounts not seized, but frozen. And I have to explain, like, okay, how did you get this money? Or what are you doing in Colombia? Like, literally, I think the pendulum went from over here to way over here, when it comes down to money laundering. So anytime you start saying anything with some commas into these countries, they start looking at you pretty funny. I also had to deal with.
You talking about your own bank or the bank you're
My
transferring
banks, Colombian banks, Western Union, all Remitly. Pretty much, I've tried them all, bro. I've tried them all. So now, I mean, I'm so glad that I don't have to transfer any money anymore. I mean, not on the basis like I was, because I mean, the heat was on me, man. And then I got these workers to pay. So the problem with the workers in Colombia, they can't survive like one or 2 days without getting paid. So when you're trying to do your budgets, it's really hard. Like in America, say if we do a contract, right? And then it's like, okay, BMT, you give me a third up front, halfway point, you get the other third, and then the other third we finish.
Right.
Bro, that's where the transferring money all the time, because every other day this guy needs to get paid or something. He can't last 2 weeks, and it's the difference sometimes between them eating, and then sometimes they'll tell you one thing, and then, oh, I'm gonna need this. Oh, I forgot to add this in. I add this in. So, like, literally, that's why I had to bring Miguel. And not saying the only reason, but I'm glad it happened that way. But originally, I was supposed to do the project by myself. I ran out of money because, like you said, when you're talking cash, that's a lot of money that we put into this thing. And so when I ran out of cash, I'm like, okay, man, I need to start seeking out some investors. And I was gonna just be like, nah, let me just stop the project for a while and stack up some more money. And when I talked to him, he's like, nah, bro, let's make it happen. I believe in it. Like, we literally did this deal on a handshake. Literally.
We ain't stopping nothing.
Like,
That's
no
solid,
lawyers, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how close we've gotten. And he don't question me about anything. He's like, bro, you doing like you remember when he was saying early on that when he was talking with his friends, they were having issues with, well, location, this and that. He was like, bro, you doing it good, man. You look, just whatever you need, I'm here to support. You know what I'm saying? So us, and we do have 4 other smaller investors, you know, and all of us are retired military. So we all kind of think alike, and all of us have made a decision that, hey, if it don't work out, this is our next move. But I will say that we're starting to put some money into marketing and things like that. Yeah. But
that marketing is kind of where it hits the road at. And I know it's a lot of guys that start businesses, they don't understand that part. You know, it's like that's a whole other world. But the good thing is you part of a community already.
Yes,
that's the good part about y'all situation. You know,
we love the community we in, bro. They love us to death, man. You know, we did a Christmas toy drive, bro. We literally gave toys to the whole block, and this was
nice.
And a lot of our followers gave and contributed to that. So we're trying to do some good things in the community.
Hey man, if y'all want to sponsor a basketball league, boy, BMT get on out there and throw a couple for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? I had your hotel boutique name on my jersey. You know, add Paris up in there.
We have to talk offline about it for sure, man. But you know,
for sure, man.
I'm always about giving. You know what I'm saying? Like my work last year, we took them to a rooftop, right? This is right before Miguel jumped on. And I treated them all to a nice Christmas, gave them like $500 a piece, you know, and that's like over a month and a half salary for some people in Colombia. And some of them had never been to a nice place like that and eat all you can eat. And I mean, my ass was up there like a big baby in tears because it just felt good to give, man, you know, because I grew up poor, didn't have anything. And I don't want anybody ever to look under the tree and they ain't got nothing under there. You know what I'm saying? I know how that feels. So it's not always about making money. It's also about giving back, and it's about helping people. You know what I'm saying? And I love, like, we're not just to take your money. We're like, if you rock with us, you pretty much got what they call it, like you have access to us where your whole trip, if you got any questions, you need to where to go. You need a boat, you need anything, we're gonna be there.
You know, and I tell people all the time, you know, back home that it's a different type of poverty that they're experiencing, you know, overseas in comparisons to America, where, you know, we'll get, you know, I mean, it's bad in the United States as well, but it's a lot of little, you know, programs and shelters, and in a lot of cases they don't have that. So when we do help out, because I've done help in, you know, Rio Hacha and help build, you know, roofs and schools and stuff like that, it goes a long way. And that's one of the things I think that we can do better at, not you guys in particular, but just as a community of guys, because we've done food drives in the DR as well, but we can get better at organizing it so everybody can chip in a little something and we can give, you know, large amounts, you know, to these people. But I want to ask you this, man. Now we know Colombia, you know, it's not the safest, you know, areas around. What are you guys doing a little differently to make sure y'all hotel is secure as far as, you know, guests coming in and out and just the area in general?
Oh, we got, man. We got to set up like 4 blocks. So like to enter like our little courtyard area, you got to have the code. So
okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show some of the pics so I can give you guys.
All right.
As well, but go ahead. What were you saying though?
Yeah, so you got to have the code to enter the gate, and then when you leave, you need that code to leave also too. So this is why we tell the guys to walk your guests down. Do not give them the code. But we had a couple of let's just say we had a couple of lazy dudes. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, yo.
So that's what the house
before,
started at BMT. Yeah, that's the before.
Yeah, so we have a code. You see that?
Okay.
The wall is
that's
so
beautiful.
That on the gate right there, we have a code on the gate, and then the red door, we have another code, and then each room
cameras on the
cameras. Yeah, each room you got a code to get in.
Okay.
We got safes in the rooms, and you know what I'm saying. So we tried to think of everything, but you know, it's I don't know how to say it any other way, so I'm gonna just come out and say it. But you can't guard against stupid, and we didn't.
I wish my boy Jay Clyde is here. He always say that. He always be saying.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean, I can't feel sorry for it. Like we had one guy. We did have a guy that got robbed. So that's the gate where you have to put the code going out and coming in. I actually ordered that from America because I'm like, man, that's dope to be able to. Because when you come in, they're not going to see it, right? So if they try to steal your stuff and they're stuck at the gate because they're like, man, I didn't know this and they can't get back in the house because the door automatically locks.
The door automatically closes and it locks.
Yeah. But we had a gentleman, man, for CTG Fest that we threw a couple weeks ago. He actually got robbed because he went to sleep on one, and we have the safes in the room. He didn't use the safe, so that's not on us. You know what I mean? If you don't want to, you know, you trying to sleep with a stranger, and we don't babysit anybody, not grown men. We're not going to do that. But if we put the things in place for you to be safe, and you give the code out to Chica, or you don't put your stuff up when you sleep in the room, that's on you. But we at least thought about it, you know, to make sure that we had all the things in place, and we got the cameras and everything. But I'm gonna be honest, you can't rely on the camera thing too much because let's face it, unless somebody's in there, normally they don't find those girls that rob people. I mean, we'll see police, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it.
Yeah, and they change up their look. They change up their look. So man, I'd be like, I'll see the same. You know, I'll see a girl on Tuesday, and she had a completely different look on Friday, and I'm like, she'll come up to me, I'm like, who? I don't know you.
But I can definitely tell you, out of all the Airbnbs we went to, so that top section on the top of the lock, that's a camera right there also. So I get videos and pictures of anybody that comes through. You know what I'm saying? So
nice, man. It looks great, man. It looks really good.
So the thing about it is that, okay, so the one guy, and appreciate your comment or whatever, saying that he wouldn't invest in areas like that. We haven't had any issues with the area. I mean, as far as the people love us, man, and people can walk back and forth. Those are just hardworking people. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like it's the area where people are sleeping on the floors. You know what I mean? But I look at it like this, you know, places that I know back in Chicago that was once considered the ghetto, now you can't even afford to live there. You know what I'm saying? So
Atlanta too.
Somebody has to take a chance on something, and you know they're not making any more land. You know what I mean? And I think about that project would have been millions of dollars if we would have made it like in Central or something like that. And to be honest, it's more people get robbed in Central. Ain't nobody checking for us out there.
That is the truth. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I mean, I get it. I know a lot of people have that fear, you know, they don't want to come out there. But trust me, man, we walk around at night. We walk to and from. There's a mall. There's a Central Commercial about a block and a half away.
Pleasantly surprised. Matter of fact, even the cab drivers are like, are you sure this is where you want to go or whatever? And then they get there, they're like, oh, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? So we understand it's not for everybody, you know, but at the end of the day, I've been out there for almost 3 years in that area. And I can say this, I'm happier out there than in the tourist area overall, because everything is half price compared to that. Massages, pedicures, manicures, haircuts, it's all cheaper. So
But it's not even that far, right? You said about 10 minutes from everything?
No, it's 10 minutes from Delirium, but about 28 minutes, 30 minutes on to Central, which is the clock tower area. But you know, the way we look at it is, okay, what's a better deal? To pay $300 to $400,000 for a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, so you got one listing, or pay $300,000 to $400,000, and we have 10 listings now, which you know what I mean. So the numbers, you know what I'm saying, it leans more and the fact that we don't have to worry about, we're in control of everything because we can play our music as loud as we want to, because in the barrio they don't have those type of rules. Nobody's watching for us. The police aren't harassing us. So I like that we have more control over our situation versus sometimes when you get an Airbnb in some of these buildings, man, you know, these chicas come through and they pretty much got dental floss, you know, between their legs, you know. So the people are getting tired of that. So a lot of these buildings, guys are getting stuck with that investment because they can't rent it out, you know. And now guest friendly thing, like in Colombia, they even consider guest friendly. Like if you could be asking me, hey, is the place guest friendly because your brother's in town and you want to, if you say that now on Airbnb, they will cancel your account.
Yeah, they're gonna snatch your account. So yeah. To remove that out of your Airbnb lexicon, brothers.
We're talking about Central. We're talking about Central in Cartagena, Colombia, not Brazil.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through these photos, man. If you guys want to explain, you know, the setup and everything. All right. So we'll start with this one right here. This is the before and after.
Yeah, that's the before and after. Yeah.
Man,
so we definitely we hired an engineer, we hired an architect, and I gave him the vision that I wanted, and he made it happen. Yeah.
That looks nice, man.
Yeah,
that looks very nice. That's one of the bathrooms.
Yeah, that's the bathrooms. Stone in the showers, man. That's a whole slab of stone where the shower head is. So we kind of went with all upgraded appliances and fixtures.
Nice. Yeah. You be knowing what brothers want. You know what we want.
We know the deal, bro.
Hey, only the best for you ninjas. Only the best.
We didn't want the door on the shower because we know sometimes guys get a little lit, you know, and happy, you know, get that happy juice flowing, bro. And we didn't want anybody to break the door off. So we okay, just go straight in the shower, bro. And the water, we got it where it goes right down the drain. So yeah. We try to think of every little thing.
Yeah, man. It's nothing like looking at a nice little, you know, something in the shower, you know, while you taking that shower too, brother. You know.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I've been told.
It is big enough. It is big enough for two. So yeah,
it's been tested.
All right. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is nice. Look at that view.
Yeah. So this is
that's nice.
Our little lounge area in front of the pool, man. You know, so yeah, some apartment behind us or whatever. So you know, we're good, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We went with a commercial kitchen. You know, everything is commercial grade. Matter of fact, my cook said that, man, this is better than the restaurant. That it's a really nice restaurant. But he used to work in the kitchen. He said, man, this is better than that restaurant. And that made me feel good that we put that effort into it, man. You know what I'm saying? And we keep the refrigerator full of beer and liquor and something that it's not in the picture. We actually have slushies.
So is this for the guests to cook, or you have meals prepared for the guests? Or how does it work?
This is for our cook to make. So you can order you can order lunch and order dinner. When we throw events, we'll cook like we'll have food made for the whole event. Like say we say, okay, we got 20 people booked for an event. Well, we'll ask them what they want, and then you know the chef will prepare it and everything and be good. We got waffle machines. We be boiling seafood in that joint, bro. We do a little bit of everything.
I'm telling you, it'd be lit.
We didn't spare any cost, man. We did.
And
It might be time
That
for another
window
let that
BMT
brother
group
fool
trip,
you,
brothers.
man. Hey,
Yeah.
that brother is the shit. He's the shit on the grill, bro. Don't let him. Man, hey.
Stop it,
Nah,
man.
that's impossible, man. He from Chicago, man. He ain't from the South, so he don't know.
Nah,
Hey, so
he
that
import.
window,
He import.
that
Louisiana.
window,
Okay.
Aaron,
Okay.
is you can open that window and you can
Mhm.
serve drinks to the people in the pool.
In the pool, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
That's nice.
they'll swim up, and then we'll open up the window, hand them a drink or something. So yeah, we try to,
Hey, man,
try to
it might
think of all the little things. So
it might be time for another group trip. You know, we did a couple of group trips in the DR and San Domingo, man. Might be time for another BMT Black Men Travels group trip, brothers.
yes, sir. Yes,
Might
sir.
be that time,
Think
man.
about we want to do like a creator trip, man, where we get like all the big creators, since we know them all now. All get together and have us a good time, bro.
Man, you know I'll pull up. You know BMT will pull up, man. I got a super chat here. Appreciate the super chat file, super chat by my man Drew G007, always showing support. He asked, do you think the locals would have issues with American buying multiple properties in their areas? And do you guys have local attorney?
Yes, we do have a local attorney. I don't do anything as far as dealing with the Colombian government without an attorney present. So I've been rocking with this guy he speaks English, so I've been rocking with him ever since I bought this is like my third property that I bought here within 2 years. So originally I had a townhome, man, and it was a lot of famous Colombians that live in that complex. So it's funny because people will say, oh, that's a bad area. Well, I'm like, these dudes are famous in Colombia and they can live in that area. So why can't I? You know what I mean? So I think, everything is perception, but I think I'm not going to sit here and lie. There is jealousy. That's just normal. When you come in and you're building something like this in an area that's kind of, just a normal area, people like we've been called El Capos, we've been everything, bro, under the sun.
Yeah. You mean jealousy by the locals?
Yeah.
They call
okay.
Yeah, for sure, man. Or, they're up all night watching TV or whatever, but they're blasting their music till 7 o'clock in the morning. But what we do is to try to offset that. Even though they'll play their music till 7 in the morning, we only play loud music on weekends, and we'll cut it off at about 1 o'clock in the morning or so. It's like after we got levels. Okay, at 11 o'clock it'll be this and this and this, because obviously we're still outsiders. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the giving back to the community really won them over where they are.
Okay.
So I'll tell anyone, if you're going to get involved in anything like this, you really need to make sure you have a presence in the community, positive. Like, dude, I'm fixing sidewalks. That ain't even my property. You know what I'm saying? Across the street. I'm putting flower beds. Well, we are, Miguel and I. We're putting flower beds and stuff across the street. We put a night light on a pole, like a pole light, because it was so dark on the street. We lit the street up, bro, and that was so our people would feel more safe, And like I said, we have rotating cameras that anything on that street we can get a picture of it or video.
And also too, man, like the police actually came one time, man, and they were so impressed. The police came through and they told us, they was like, hey, anytime you need anything, man, because they were asking us, do you need us to step up patrols? Do you need? We were like, hey, everything's cool. So yeah.
And then the good thing about it is they don't really know our audience, and the reason I say that is because we've only thrown one party for gringos, right? All of our parties have been for locals. So we had 6 days in a row, bro. Like, so what we do is, say for instance, if you had a work party, right? Well, we've had big companies that have rented out our whole entire space for their people. That's how big it is now. We've had a company that's like the largest slushy company in Cartagena. These guys got like over 100 and some thousand followers. They big business. They wanted to do their party at our spot. Unfortunately, they didn't want to buy any slushies that day. They just wanted beer. They burned out on slushies. But the locals have really, like, every time someone comes, they want to throw their birthday party. So we've been really busy with the events. They have really showed. Actually, for a while there, we didn't have any Americans using the pool area because most of the guys, they just come down, want to do their thing. But the locals have really stepped their game up for us, and we appreciate them.
Yo,
That's nice, man.
We really appreciate it when we see that work around the pool area. Good God.
Right.
I can only imagine in Cartagena. I can only imagine.
Lord, Miguel and I sometimes we'll just sit upstairs. So this is what we consider our VIP area. So this is like a level above the pool where it's just kind of like our little gathering point. We smoke cigars up there, like lots of great conversations, man. We had a cat, man. One of my guys, Mr. Fred from Chicago, he came to visit us. My brother came down and a bunch of other guys, man, a bunch of retired military guys. And we were up there, bro, just having us a good time, man. Just a bunch of guys, man. Good talk, good conversation. People was partying at the bottom. Watching the big screen. We watched the Super Bowl on the big screen. It's like 100 inches, the TV that we have over the pool. So we try to go top of the line, everything, bro.
Man, it is nice, man. It is nice. I think we got a video next.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to play.
I literally just did this room like 2 days ago. Yeah, we decided to paint them. People couldn't keep their hands off the wall, so the white wasn't working, man. So we decided to put a little bit of color in there. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the rooms on the bottom floor.
Okay, looks nice.
Yeah, we had even a couple of feet marks on the wall. So I don't know what them freaking ninjas was doing. And they have handprints, toe prints.
So you see, we kind of stick out like a sore thumb, man. But you know what? You see us
is that a big show? Like, what is going on?
It's nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So see that all that light on that road in front. That was us. We put all that there.
Okay.
Very well. Yeah. But like I say, bro, I know what hood is, and that is not dangerous to me.
No, not at all. Looks very nice.
Yeah. Those are working Colombians, and by us having the mall a couple blocks over, and we have nice restaurants, everything, man. And like I say, you'd be surprised.
See a little nice chica walking by. Okay,
sir. Yes. Actually, no, she's on a moto. Just passing. Okay. But they be passing through it. It's funny because everybody looks up. So you see, we got multiple TVs. Like we got 1, 2, 3 right now. We're gonna add another couple up in that area that we just saw. So we're definitely just enjoying life, man, and just trying to give the brothers some place they can call home, man. And we always advise the guys that when they call their Ubers, order their Uber inside the gate and don't come out the gate until the Uber actually pulls up. Don't be out front. Which you gotta use common sense, Aaron.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, a lot of people come. They go on vacation, man, and they forget. Like you go vacation into these places, and you lose your damn sense. Like you may have a dude from New York City go down to Miami, and like you know how to act. You know what I'm saying? You don't act out of pocket or go somewhere else. Go out west. Go out to LA. And you in somewhere new, so you keep your head on a swivel, so to speak.
Right. And honestly, unless you're like flashy, like I tell people, don't wear jewelry. Nothing expensive. Always wear like one of those the shoulder bag, the cross body bags or something like that. Right. Try not to keep too much cash on you, because now you can pay for everything pretty much in Cartagena with your card. And I recommend people use Ubers anyway, because the taxis, they're gonna try to tax you. Whereas like even the airport, right? I told the guy, I said, look, always use a Uber to get from the airport out to our location. All right, bro. He took a cab. Then he was like, man, dude charged me $50. Well, that same cab ride is 26 mil pesos. It would have cost him $10. You know what I mean? So, but he didn't listen. So we give out this information because we care. We don't want guys to get ripped off, and feel like you got an advocate here in Colombia versus, don't get me wrong. I got there's a lot of good people here in Colombia. I love it, but let's be real. No matter what, we're still gringos, and nobody is going to have your back like Miguel and I. We're going to make sure you're good, even outside of the hotel stuff. A lot of places, man, Aaron, you check in, right? Once you check in, you never see the owner. Because a lot of places are owned by somebody that's in America or overseas or something, and they got locals running it or whatever. Once they get you money, they don't care. We're not like that because we're looking at lifetime relationships. I mean, some of the best friends that I've got now are from guys coming to Colombia and linking up and doing business. And I mean, it's good to say that I've turned down over $1 million, man. You know what I mean? But just know that somebody, they rock with me like that, you know what I mean, to be able to trust me to get something done like that, and even Miguel, I mean, it wasn't $1 million, but he pretty much invested, he invested a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, just off of just off the strength. So I appreciate him, and I appreciate, he believes in what we're doing, and the sky's the limit. And we appreciate you, man, for having us on your platform and getting us out here. And I know a lot of times, bro, people they don't want to give you your due credit, but we know who put this thing together. You know what I'm saying? In the travel game, so we appreciate it.
Facts, yeah.
Most definitely, man. I got a question from First Class Kings. He says, are monthly rentals available?
Yeah, so we don't like, okay, Airbnb, you can rent for a month and it'll usually show a discount or whatever. I'm kind of doing that case by case basis. It depends on how long they want to stay or whatever, because it has to make money sense for us. So like say for instance, if it's in the fall when it's the rainy season, well, yeah, we'll take a monthly guy and give him a nice rate for a month. That but for the most part, we don't really promote it that much, but we're open to it.
Okay. All right, so let me just cruise through here. Let me see.
Yeah.
All right, nice. It's the foyer. So this is the door into the building, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second door you go to. So we got like the front gate, and then that one. Yeah, and then there's a lock on the pool area, so we can close the pool area down on the rooftop whenever we want.
Okay.
Those
all right. How many floors is it?
Shit, it's almost four.
Almost four, yeah. When you go up top, when you go up to out by the
so
pool
it's
area.
It's three to the pool, and then we have that one area, that sitting area, that's the fourth deck up there.
Okay. Oh, this is nice. This is like the top floor?
Yeah. That's on the second floor. Yeah. So we have 5 rooms at the bottom, 5 at the top. Yeah, we went with all like hotel standard type of bedding. So all that stuff is the same stuff you see in like the really nice hotels. Not one person's complained about the bed, because I understand how a lot of these people, they'll put you in some hard ass bed, but we actually are very comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to go. Look, we didn't go with we went with the custom headboard, so we don't have that headboard doing this, waking everybody up. So we really it's funny. We really try to think of all the little things. The good thing about like this lock, so. We have the key card entry. I can say you lose your key card. Well, you call me up and say, "Hey, Jay, man, I can't get my key. I can't get in or whatever." I can program it right from my phone and send you a code to where you can get in and give you a number, so you can put your numbers in. You can use the key code. You can use the physical key. So we try to think of every little thing. So every room has its own private room. So even though, because like one. Even though it's we have different people, it's one house, but it's built like a hotel. You have your own separate thing.
That's nice, man.
We really went with a lot of detail on the walls, like all those white areas on the right that's real rock on the wall. So we didn't cheap out. The guy was trying to get us to put that laminate stuff, and me and Miguel was like, oh no.
We was looking at each other like, what? Like, yo.
Nah, I can't fake it, bro. If I'm gonna do it, I said we Americans, man. We have a certain standard. So yeah, we put like suite 1 through 10 on each door. Yeah, man, we tried to go do with everything. We got repeaters on every floor for the Wi-Fi. So even if you're at the bottom, or you can be all the way to the top, get Wi-Fi signal.
All right, so you got one guy's gonna pull up on you. I'm collecting data. Very nice. We'll definitely make my stay.
Man. And we're the perfect place for any guys that's talking about getting married. You want to throw the fire bachelor party? We got the cake decorators. We got the signs. Like we threw a flip-flop party out here for his birthday.
Oh, Flip, he came out.
Yeah, matter of fact, Flip supported, and this shows it goes a long way. I know his mom. Man, prayers for his mom. I know she got
prayers
hit.
For mom,
and praying for that brother. But I went to support him for his Halloween, right? And our opening weekend, man, he came through for us and supported us. So that meant a lot to me. That meant a lot, and it just happened to be his birthday and mine. So we threw him a birthday hat, welcome Paradise Life or whatever. So we try to give love back, also.
Shout out to my man Flip, man. Shout out to my man Flip.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, that's nice too. It's the bottom floor.
No, that's the top. That's the top.
That's top. Okay.
Or the front of the house. So yeah, man. People we keep the windows open. I like that openness. But they're on the second floor, so of course for security purposes, you can't have no windows on the bottom floor in Columbia. And
I see the camera too.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. On every floor, you in the common areas. No cameras in the rooms, okay? So, but it's funny. It's funny, BMT. Like a lot of guys, they'll go upstairs and they'll be like, man, the chica was trying to get busy up by the pool. I'm like, you see all these cameras up here? Like, no, we like to have fun, but we run this thing professional too. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is a business. So,
and I'm here to tell you, we will post you on World Star after dark. You do that. Hey, take that stuff back to the room, to the privacy of the room,
bro.
Yeah, don't be
that's nice, man.
Yeah, don't be coming out there, because
you gonna put them on blast, huh?
Yeah, I'm a damn sure put you on blast.
And I can tell you, man, if you look at this. And I'm not saying this just because it's ours, but one thing I'm transparent, right? If I thought that there was something out there better in Cartagena, I would tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's a better option or whatever. The only thing that anyone has on us is location. But as far as if you're comparing apples to apples, yeah, you may be right there on the beach, but there's a lot of things you're gonna actually, like you say, have to pay for guests. You're not going to be able to have access to the pool like you want. You're not going to have, how many Airbnbs, with a full, commercial kitchen inside of it, and commercial refrigerator and everything. And you can get my housekeeper is really great, man. Claudia, she's awesome, bro. And she's always making sure the guys, they get their rooms cleaned up almost every day, just like as if they were at a hotel. You know what I'm saying? So above and beyond, when, obviously if you're having company every day, you're going to go through more towels. Well, some of the other Airbnbs, you just get your 2 towels and that's it. Right. Well, she'll replace them every day if you want to, you know what I mean? Or twice a day if you want to. I made sure that when I started this and picked out the towels, I was like, Miguel, what do you think about this? He's like, man, run with it. So we try to think of the small things, and we even have pool towels also a different color. Even though, man, we got to start checking bags when they leave. Some of the stuff is walking away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Really? I'm like, we really don't want to have to do like a towel deposit, but I don't know. I think it's coming, bro.
Look, and we know, and we know it ain't the Chicas because they don't use them.
That is nice, man.
Hey,
I
I want
love
to
it.
give a shout out to my play sister from Chicago, man, Lou. She just stepped in the building. I appreciate you coming through, checking out, big bro.
Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice.
Yeah, man. So we be watching. It looks a lot smaller on that picture, but it's huge. Like I said, it's
Yeah,
100 inches, so
that's
it's big, and we got it
bad.
encased in steel, so it's
Mhm.
waterproof and everything. So just wanted to come up with some dope. We play a lot of videos, music
Mhm.
videos, and we have the TV actually hooked up to the surround sound. So and it's all DJ, like DJ club grade type of stuff. So we'll be up there having movie nights, sports, whatever we feel like doing. So
Yeah, I might come through there and watch a Falcons game one day, man.
yeah, come on through, bro.
ATL
Come on
Falcons.
through, but I don't know about no Falcons, man. I'm a Saints fan. We don't allow that either. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. I am a Saints fan, but
Okay.
yeah, my dad. But so fortunately, man, I feel like I got the best of both worlds because I was born in Chicago and then I lived in New Orleans for like the first 7-8 years of my life. So I got a chance to, that northern and southern boy. So I love that. That's where the cooking came from. We got the custom sign up on that joint. So yeah.
Excellent, man. I got another super chat here. Buenas noches, BMT. I love this entrepreneurial spirit. I want a spot in the north, maybe on the outskirts of Cartagena.
That's a great area. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the
So what are you guys in the south or how am I really familiar with Cartagena?
We're in the south.
Okay, you're on the south side. Okay.
Yeah. If you're gonna buy a home or anything, especially if you're not connected with anybody in the city, I would suggest on the north side because that's a like a newer area and it's growing. It's growing and it's less traffic because most of the poor people they ride motos. So the motos, I mean, like you were saying earlier when we were talking, stoplight means they may stop, they may not. You know what I mean?
It's just a suggestion.
It's just a suggestion. Yeah, exactly. So
Bro, man.
up north it's a lot easier to get back and forth, and honestly, that's the area where I probably will eventually buy a home. Right now I live in a condo 5 minutes from the place, so I like that. But once we get everything situated, I'll probably end up buying a home up on the north side. So I definitely can't knock it for that.
Nice, man. I love it, man. Congratulations to you, brothers. I love seeing this, man. And I've known guys that open up restaurants and different things overseas, but
right.
I think a boutique hotel was just a great business decision, man, because you got, in cases you might have a guy like myself that might not want to venture out a day or two. I just want to kick it at the boutique hotel. Hit the pool.
Right. Literally, you don't have to leave. Like we got some guys that never left. Like they stayed there the whole time, and they like basically order service. Order to work in. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? We just have a place for you to stay.
Hey, BMT, man. Sometimes we just sit up on the. We sit outside and we just look down, man. And I swear to God, you on any given day. You will see no less than 10 to 20 dimes on the back of a moto or walking down. We just like, oh my God.
And they all looking up. I mean, like literally all the locals, they like, all you got to do is say, hey, that new place that's in Socorro, what? Oh, yeah, I know exactly where that's at. So, we're proud of what we're doing, man. I never would have imagined this, you know what I'm saying? But thanks to some good brothers, man. Like I said, we all bonded, you know what I'm saying? And we're like brothers now, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I've met his real brother. He's met my real brother. My real brother just came through, him and some friends for CTG Fest. So we've done 2 of them. I don't know if we're gonna do any more, but we'll see. I'm a little burned out right now because trying to do them group things, man, it's tough, bro.
Oh, I know, juggling different personalities, man. Trust me, I already know. And it's always one. It's always one. Like I say, it's always one. But I got another question here. Great work. How's the food there? Like, do you have like certain dishes you guys serve? Anything like that?
we cater and everything to Americans, bro, and that's the benefit of staying with us, bro. In any given, so what I do is I got this joke, right, where people like, man, you the only dude I know. You got Muse for seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Instead of bad.
Right.
Yeah, you Mule seasoning, you know. So all my friends, they'll bring me like barbecue rubs and my seasonings from New Orleans for the seafood and everything. So, bro, we be doing Philly cheesesteaks. We be doing, man, buffalo wings. We do a little bit of everything, bro. So we definitely cater toward our people. Waffles and chicken.
Do y'all have a lemon pepper sprinkle? You know, I'm from Atlanta, so you know lemon pepper is
lemon
big.
pepper.
Okay.
You gotta have a lemon pepper, bro. You gotta have that. But yeah, I eventually, bro, we want to turn, like, if we get the second building, right? So it's one that the paperwork is right. If I get that second building, we want to have a full-fledged restaurant, all like 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? And but we want a different entrance. So like the people coming to that, they will only be able to come through the outside. They won't be able to go inside the hotel. But we see a need for certain things and we want to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So all we need is you guys. If you guys support us, man, we will build 5 of them. We will whatever you guys want to do, because we're in a situation where, you know, we gotta do something with our money. You know, I mean, both of us, you know, we handle our finances pretty well. You know, we ain't struggling for nothing. So, like, that's why we can do this. And the good thing about it is that we actually care. We care about building relationships at the end of the day.
Yeah, we networking. And then I told Jay, I said, hey man, we like Ray and Claude off life. we in this thing for life, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it shows
we're more powerful together. We're more powerful together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at like you know, one of my best friends now also is Ronan. You know what I'm saying? Like Ronan and
shout out my man Ronan. Yeah. Hold on. Which Ronan? Which Ronan? I know it's two of them.
The YouTuber in DR.
In DR.
Okay, my man in DR. Okay.
Ronan,
okay.
Blue Book Cartel. Yeah, that's my guy.
Okay, I've
seen the other one. I've seen the other one on shows. Ronan Travelers. Yeah. And he's cool too. I've always seen him
he's
being
cool,
positive. But yeah, Ronan, man, he was one of the first people to put us on. You know what I'm saying? He put me on, and then just before I knew Miguel, and then I brought Miguel in, and then we brought other people in. So I think, you know, if you think about it, man, if especially when you're dealing with cash in a lot of these countries, like if it was, man, if it was about getting credit and just signing my name to something, that would be easy, bro. But when you got to spend straight cash, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to convert it to pesos and all that other stuff, bro. It makes it 10 times as hard. But if you got a collective group of guys that believe in what you're doing, you can accomplish anything. You know, there's no reason why we shouldn't have 50 rooms and them joints be filled up every time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because there's a lot of people coming to Cartagena now. And especially when, you know, I can sit here and say without a doubt, I mean, you guys seen the pictures and the videos. I'll put our product up against any product here in Colombia. You know what I'm saying? And because like I say, some places may be a little bit closer to Central, but like I said, they're very old. Some of them are very dated, you know, and so this is modern. All the modern features, even the plugs have the outlets, the connections for you, like your phone cables and stuff like that, you know, where you can just plug it right in by your bed. Right there by your bed, you can hit a switch to turn off your lights, so you can turn them off by your bed, or you can turn them off at the door. So we try to think of all those little things, man.
Man, yeah, details like that definitely matters. I've been in a bunch of Airbnbs. Now you have to get up out the bed and have to get the light off.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to crack it up in that joint. Now you got to ruin the mood. Let me go turn off this light or whatever. You know?
Yeah, man. And it's nothing like being overseas and kind of, you know, being embraced by your own community, because you know what kind of flies and what doesn't fly, you know. So It's a beautiful thing, man. And I know brothers are going to support you. I'm going to share this link also in the Facebook group as well. I know, guys.
Brother.
Like, what do you guys think is like the best time to come out there? Like the best couple of months to go down there to Cartagena?
I would say you want to probably like depending on the year, like the end of September. I would say like probably mid to the end of September until like maybe like May. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the temperature is, you know what I mean? Is doable. It's still hot, but it's not that like it like.
But the other side is that's the rainy season, you know. So you know,
so it's
yeah. The way I look at it, like okay, right now is considered our summer, right? And the summer is kind of during the winter. So from like end of November till about July is the good season, what they call high season, right? And then after that, you start getting rain every other day. I mean, they still get a lot of people come down, but it kind of also depends on what you want to do. Because obviously, if you come in the high season, everything is higher, you know, as far as the boats, the hotels, the Airbnbs, you know, because that's their busy season. But to be honest with you, when you got guest friendly and the guys that, you know, really come down when they're on that demon time, it's all season. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are interested in a lot of the cultural stuff, you know, and that's my frustration because Miguel, we try to introduce them to certain things. Like I give an example. When we had our CTG Fest, we had a bus and had a whole crew go up to Carnival this year, right? So we're going to watch the parade, and then we were going to go to like all the after parties. And I mean, last year when I went, the after parties were the dopest, right? Man, by the time the parade was over, oh man, we ready to go home. All right, man. Look, it's y'all money. I'm gonna do what you guys want to do.
Okay.
Drew.
Man, Drew Wilder, man.
Actually, not yet.
Drew Wilder, man.
But you know what I'm worried about? Speaking on that, BMT, it's kind of and that's why I tell guys, be respectful. But to be honest, you know, we haven't really we cater to everyone, but we want everyone to also be like-minded and realize, you know, we're all adults, right? But what we don't want is somebody just coming to try to get footage, you know, and make a TikTok or something like that. That's why we have the cameras. Like we have a no camera policy on our deck unless you're just filming, you know, taking a picture of the pool or whatever. But we don't allow people to film other people because we respect people. You know what I'm saying? So we catch taking a picture of one of our staff because, I mean, let's be real. I mean, you know, people go on vacation to be able to live their life, you know, and relax. They don't want to be filmed or worried about, oh, I'm gonna be on TikTok or whatever. You know what I mean? So we really strict about that. You know.
Yeah. We ain't trying to.
That's good, man.
Yeah, we don't want to have none of our guests go viral for the wrong reason.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, man. I mean, like we're starting to rub some elbows with some pretty some pretty known people. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple months ago, I was hanging out with Cuba Gooden and hung out with a couple football players and stuff like that. So we got I got a guy in the NFL that they want to, you know, some of his friends and stuff want to come down. They just want to come from the airport, come straight to the spot, and they never want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because they just don't want to deal with the crowds out, you know, area and people think. So we value privacy a lot. So yeah, so we're definitely getting some traction with some groups like that they don't mind paying for that privacy thing. Just come straight from the airport to there and never have to leave.
That's excellent, man. Excellent. Well, guys, we've been rocking for about an hour, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close up the show. This has been another classic Money Mondays. You guys got anything to say in closing before we go?
Pull up, ninjas.
Look, And look, and ladies, if you ain't on that TikTok type of stuff, you know what I mean? If you just want to come and relax. But no, seriously, we welcome everyone, all colors, all ethnicities. We welcome everyone. And I guarantee you, just like if you look on our website, every review has been positive, has been 5 stars. So just give us a shot. You know what I'm saying? Give us a shot. If you don't like it, then hey, at least we try. At least you gave us a shot. But don't make assumptions before you even get there when we know what we have, and we guarantee you will be relaxed, you will have a great time, and you get to hang out with Uncle Jay and Miguel. You know what I'm saying? We can smoke a cigar.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Good food, good vibes, safe.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
definitely putting up.
If you want something cooked or grilled or whatever, just let me know, man. You buy, I'll cook it. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all my friends and
that brother's a beast on the grill though. So
and fam, they pulled up. Yeah, man. I threw about
20
some slabs. I threw about 20 some slabs on the grill, man, for CTG Fest. So I'm up at like 2:00 in the morning, bro. I'm cooking and everything, and that's I just love helping people, bro. And at the end of the day, I want our service to carry us. You know what I'm saying? Not just the building, but when you can get the building plus the service, that's like a double threat. You know what I'm saying? And, and a lot of times, like I said, I can't promise you. Sometimes we've kind of gotten a little burned out with the whole partying thing. So I'm mostly, a homebody now. You know what I mean? Because I've done all of that or whatever. We will pop out every once in a while, but for the most part, we kind of chill at the spot. You know what I mean? And try to take you, and we'll cater a trip toward how you want it. If you have a birthday, if you have a bachelor party, bachelorette party, you just tell us what you want and we'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You say you want a boat, I'll get the boat. And matter of fact, with boats and stuff like that, we don't try to make money off of that. You know what I'm saying? We do that as a courtesy to our people, but we had some guys, they stayed somewhere else, but you calling me, asking me, man, where can I get a boat at? It's like, bro, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you gonna just extract information, but you don't want to support. And then we always get upset. We'd be like, man, we don't have anything for us or whatever, It's not even about black, white, or anything. It's about us being Americans, support an American that's trying to do some stuff over here. Hey, support a veteran, a war veteran, and another veteran. Matter of fact, all of us are veterans. So, we just trying to do something positive out here. And like I said, not only with the hotel, but with our philanthropy, everything. So we really just want to do good work.
Excellent, man. Anything you want to say, Miguel, before we go?
Nah, man, nothing that hasn't already been said. Just give us an opportunity, man. I think everybody that's given us that opportunity, they've been pleasantly surprised. So like walking around the neighborhood is safe. People speak because they know, like when they see us, especially, and then they see they know where they're gringos are not just out there walking, so they know they're with us. And man, the people are friendly. And they love it because we're actually bringing an influx of cash into their local businesses. So when they see us, man, they smiles on their face. So they're happy.
Oh yeah, we definitely know all the heavy hitters. But one more thing before you get up out of here, I also want to kind of address, I know that the whole passport bro thing has been getting kind of a lot of heat lately because of a few people, but I just want guys like myself, Miguel, BMT, Ronan, Andre, Flip, guys that's out here, guys at Cordell, guys that's out here, man, doing good business, doing good networking and everything. All of us ain't on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? So there are men out, they want to put to put things out like, oh, it's just a bunch of broke pookies who couldn't get women in the United States. And I guess if I couldn't have got them, I wouldn't have been through 4 marriages, failed marriages. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I wish that I could get any back in the States.
I wish that was the case, man. I would have had me
more.
What,
my 6 kids, man. You know, but at the end of the day, man, there are some of us that's actually out here trying to live our best lives, you know, and yes, I will always love my country. You know what I'm saying? That's never going to change. I fought for that country, but I do know that there's no way that I could have done, and Miguel could have done what we did here in Colombia in the United States. It just wouldn't have happened, because you're talking about the same building that we have. Let's put it in Miami, something. You're talking probably $10 million. You know what I'm saying? So being able to do that in a whole nother country, that's like a dream for me. Or just not having to go through as many hurdles as you normally do in the United States, as far as different type of permits and stuff like that. Yeah, you have some hurdles to cross, but I think it's a little bit different. You know, there's no way that we could sell alcohol in the United States. You don't even have to have a license to sell alcohol here in the United States. People pick the stuff up from our Costco equivalent and just put it in their store, and they just sell it. You know what I mean? So it just, it just makes things a little bit easier. But let's quit lumping everyone into the same category. Yes, we got a few Pookies and Ray Rays out there. We got a few people that's out. I call them agents of chaos. That's doing stuff. But I've also met doctors, like our CTG Fest, right? We had an anesthesiologist, we had a lieutenant colonel, and he's also a anesthesiologist in the civilian world. We had probably 5 retired military guys. I'm talking about high ranking, like almost to the top. So engineers, lawyers, we've had some heavy hitters that's come through, high value men. So this thing of, oh man, it's only Pookies and Ray Rays that's going overseas, and they want to put everybody into that, Floyd category and all this other stuff. That is, and this thing is an ideology. It's not like, oh, it's a club. Oh, if you travel, you automatically, oh, passport bro, or you're this or that or whatever. It's right. And I mean, I know what you stand for, and you were the center of it, and I know you're positive or whatever, but you don't have control over everybody that want to put the passport bro tag beside a post or whatever. You don't have control over that. So shout out to you, man. Definitely follow, if you follow me, man, definitely follow my man BMT. He gives some good information out here. And if you definitely want to go to Thailand, check him out.
Yeah, man. We definitely gonna link up when you guys come out there, and I'll be out there sometime this year as well, bro. So
let you get settled in with the little one, man, and keep us posted, bro. And thank you so much for having us on your platform.
All right, most definitely, guys. Peace.
All right. Peace out. Later.
Peace out.